So Grant, Brett, thank you both for your time today. Both from a small town, Alberta, becoming elite in your own professional fields, and both have extremely kind hearts and are celebrating some big milestones. Grant, I'm going to quickly start with you because you're on a golf course and you are going to be having your first invitational tournament. It was postponed twice, a lot of work into this. How are you feeling about it, and why did you want to have your own invitational?
You know what? We're excited about it. I mean, my wife's probably more excited than I am, so we can empty the house out with all the boxes and stuff. But at the same time, it's a reason to give back. I mean, I'm living down in Palm Springs right now, so we probably travel and do 30 to 35 tournaments a year. So we just thought we'd do one at home and give back to the community we live in.
Absolutely. And it's going towards a good cause. You're bringing a smile to people's faces. And Brett, congratulations. New album out today. Huge title and question in it. What is life? This last year has been wild, but listening to your lyrics and obviously the first single and all of that, how much did the last year impact kind of the mood and your lyrics in this album?
It impacted, in a huge way. And the more I think about what life really is, it's about celebrating the great moments and the things that you enjoy the most. So I look up to Grant in a big way. I think everybody who loves hockey does too. And you look at, everything that you've accomplished, Grant, in your life, and now you're spending your time in Palm Springs, you're using your platform to give back. To me, in that way, that is what life is all about. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm only 30 years old. I don't think I've got much figured out just yet, but I look up to people who have paved the way for the next generation. That is a really, really important piece of life, which is why my record talks a lot about gratitude, appreciation, celebration, and also reminiscing about the good times we had before.
I look at this right now. Grant, you're in a golf court. Brett, are you in your truck right now?
Well, I'm in this old Chevy that that my grandpa and I fixed up. Why don't I? It's a 71 here in my Mima and Grandpa's garage, and doing some filming today because obviously the album is out. So what better place to come than my farm?
There you go. I like the old truck too.
I should have went in my car right now. I love this all too much. But, I'm curious for both of you is that, Brett, you're obviously a huge Oilers fan. We all know this. Do either of you kind of maybe remember the first time you may have interacted for the first time or met each other? I know it's tough because there's a lot of time you've probably met.
Well, I remember. Grant, do you remember by chance?
I think it was the Canadian Tour event out at Glendale.
You're absolutely right. You were paired up with my buddy Jordan Eberle. And yeah. I remember you guys did extremely well in whatever the preliminary rounds were. But what was interesting is that we actually, myself and our team, ended up kind of coming up over the last couple holes, and we had a bit of a putting competition between Jordan Eberle and myself. And naturally, because Ebbs is Ebbs, both of you guys smoked me and my team. But that's par for the course, pardon the pun.
Ebbs has got pretty good hands. So if ever you want somebody to putt, you want Ebbs putting.
I agree.
Oh my gosh. Grant, something that I've always wondered about you and I try to figure out is, we're talking about golf, hockey. What are your musical skills like? Are you a guitar player? Like, can you do a crazy lick on a guitar?
Let's just say I couldn't carry a tune in a paper bag. So I'm a much better listener than I would be a musician.
Oh my gosh. And Brett, what are your golf skills like?
Well, they ain't good, that's for sure, because during the summer, I'm always on a stage in a festival, but I did get a membership this year with my dad and with my brother. So I don't know if I'm going to make it over the next several invitationals, but when I'm ready, Grant, I'm going to send you a text and say, I won't embarrass myself. I think I'll be good swinging the sticks.
Oh, I'm looking forward to having you. Hopefully we can get the border back open and we can get back to socializing again.
I agree. And whether or not I'm on the golf course, maybe I'll just be in the clubhouse and I can entertain.
You can do both. We'd be happy to have you.
Grant, that leads me to kind of the next question is who you've seen a lot of, athletes come through, but who would you say is one of the better celebrity golfers?
Out of our group coming this year, probably Sterling Sharp. He's probably the best of the players that are coming. I think he's a +3 handicap or so. So there's a lot of guys that are pretty good players, especially now because there's nothing else to do.
And there's a lot of guys in country music like Vince Gill and Jake Owen, Charles Kelly from Lady A, that are extraordinary golfers. And over the years, at least a couple times, 3-4 times a year, I will golf with Jordan Eberle. And that guy, he's now started to play guitar. So he's a great hockey player. He's a great human being. He's a great golfer. And now he's a great guitar player. I don't know why I'm friends with him, because he's really, now he's taken away from me. So it's, I don't know.
I'm really excited about that because he's also from Regina, which is my hometown. So shout out to that. Like, he's the pride and joy of Regina, Saskatchewan. Brett, while we have Grant here, I'm going to put you on the spot though. What has been one of the most stressful moments for you as an Oilers fan?
Well, I would just say that the biggest thing for me is that over the last 30 years, we've not won a Stanley Cup. And I thought we were going to do it in 2006. I thought we had a chance with the bubble playoff happening in Edmonton, but I truly believe that we've got a chance this year. And I've been proclaiming it to anybody who asks, that this year, 2021, is the year that the Oilers win the cup again. And Grant, I hate to say this, but here's a true trivia fact. I was born on the day the Oilers won their last Stanley Cup in May of 1990. So my brother thinks I'm the curse, thinks it's my fault.
You're making me feel old.
Sorry, Grant.
Well, I'm a Leafs fan, so I'm going to say right now, I believe the Leafs are going to win the cup. Please don't hang up on me, either of you, but we all...
Oh yeah, this interview's over, Lindsay. See you later.
Grant, I'm curious. So do you remember the first concert you ever went to?
I do. I went and saw Rush open for Trooper. So 1977, 78, give or take.
Okay, that's a heck of a first concert to go to, because that's something else I've wondered about you as well. Like, take away Brett. We all know that we all listen to Brett. He makes us dance. He makes us sing. Grant, who is like the artist or music that will get you like in a good vibe, make you want to dance, bust a move?
I listen to a little everything. I mean, I'm an equal opportunist, but I love live music. So we'll go see pretty much any concert we get the opportunity to. And fortunately for us, we'll go to a lot of different celebrity events where they've got great musicians playing. So we have a little bit of fun with that.
Okay, I like that. And, Brett, I'm saying, because Grant said, you can't carry a tune in like a paper bag or something like that, but I feel like we could potentially see a duet in your guys' future. Putting it out.
As long as Brett's singing, I can lip sync.
Well, I'll tell you this, Grant. If you want to make a deal right now on national TV, I'll trade you guitar lessons for golf lessons.
Oh, it's definitely a deal.
Okay, awesome.
I would do that in a heartbeat.